along with him in that row, Marvin Goins. Then we've got Tim Williams in 83. In car number 2, I guess it is, Scott Halter. And 98 is Rick Riffle. Car 105, Gary Rager. 11, Jason Conrad. 75, Doug Eric. 65, Harvey Simon. And Z1, Matt Zahler. 8 laps for the first Legends Car Heat Race. Mike Stacy, these cars, by the way, these heat races lined up by a draw procedure that took place in the pit area earlier. Mike Stacy, a winner here earlier this season, leads lap number 1. Second now is car 27. Car 27 runs second. That is Marvin Goins. Rick Riffle up to third in 83 is running third. Tim Williams in car 83 runs third now. Spinning over there in turn number 3, 75, is Doug Eric. 3 laps are complete. The top 6 cars will transfer into the feature. Mike Stacy in 6, your leader. Second, Marvin Goins. Third now in car 105 is Gary Rager. Fourth place, Rick Riffle in 98. Fifth position, Tim Williams in car 83. And in 6th spot, your last transfer car, Jason Conrad in 11. And Mike Stacy having it his way here in the first Legends Car Heat Race. Gary Rager moves up to 2nd spot. Rager in 105. Marvin Goins holding on to 3rd for the time being. Getting some pressure from car 98, Rick Riffle. So your top 6 transfer cars all lined up, or at least 3rd through 6th are lined up there. White flag for Mike Stacy. Gary Rager trying to track Stacy down, but he's not able to chip into that sizable margin. And your winner of heat race number 1 will be Mike Stacy. Second goes to Gary Rager. Third is Marvin Goins. Fourth, Rick Riffle. Fifth, Tim Williams. And then 6th spot, your last transfer car, Jason Conrad. 6th transfer automatically into tonight's feature events. So the winner is Mike Stacy. He is immediately headed pit side, sailing from Broadview Heights, Ohio, alongside Mike Denny from Columbus in 73. Second row, Dave Christopher in car number 4. Christopher from Cuyahoga Falls, alongside Jack Young, on the outside of row number 2. Fred Davis in 6 is next, and Dane Carter in 77. Vic DiGeronimo is next in car number 10, it looks like. Number 12 is Ron Pierce. Odell Sarton in number 3. Jim Fisher in 7. And Steve Dorsham in car ZR1. Again, we're looking for the top 6 finishers here to move on automatically to the feature race. That's Kenny Martin out front in car 42. Lap number 1. Going into record book. We've got a spin down there in the 4th turn. He's hitting there righted and headed in the correct direction. That was car 12. Ron Pierce, the spot car. 2 laps now in the record books. It's still Ken Martin, Dave Christopher. Oh, and we got another car sideways, spinning on the back stretch. Ron Pierce off the track. Car 83 is back out in Detroit. Still Kenny Martin out front. Dave Christopher. Now Fred Davis trying to move underneath. Third is the battle between Mike Denny and Odell Sarton. And running out back, we were running in 6th spot, Dane Carter. They'll complete lap number 4 this time. Actually, lap number 5. Davis in car 6. Dave Christopher runs third. Fourth now. Up to fourth in car number 3 is Odell Sarton. Sarton started 7th in this event and now runs 4th. Actually, Odell Sarton started 9th, not 7th, so he has moved up quite a bit in that car number 3. Kenny Martin has led every lap. Half a lap to go. And he will win. Kenny Martin, Fred Davis comes up second, Dave Christopher third, Odell Sarton fourth, Mike Denny is fifth, and in sixth spot, Dane Carter. Those are your 6 transfer cars. All right, we've got Nikki Wheat. We've got a lost child, Nikki Wheat. Again, Nikki Wheat, if you can hear me, your dad is at the tower. That's the big tall building in the middle of the Speedway. Your dad's at the tower. So please meet him on the back steps of the racing tower here. Nikki Wheat, please meet your father at the tower. Alongside in car number 5, we've got Pete Alexander out of Columbus. Second row, Tim Davis in 20. And alongside Larry Young in 32. Wally Kosicki is driving 17 inside of row 3. Outside 23, Tom Hall. Then comes Ryan Chrysler in 92. Don Black in 00. Eric Sarton in 24. Chuck Denny in 61. And Bill Southworth in 76. Again, 8 laps. Only 6 cars move into the feature event automatically. Got a wild start of that race. Car 39 got sideways off that first turn, and we got trouble on the backstretch. Well, a spin, and he keeps her going. Car 39 still headed in the east-west direction. Taking over the lead, that is car 32. Larry Young, your leader. Running second in 20, Tim Davis. Keep in mind the top 6 drivers move on. Third position in car 23, that is Tom Hall. Don Black, now your final transfer car in 00. Started 9th. He is up to 5th spot in car 24. Again out front in 32, Larry Young. Running second now is still Tim Davis. Third in car 23, Tom Hall. Eric Sarton is 4th in car 24. 5th now is car 17. Wally Kosicki, and up to 6th, making the pass into that last transfer spot. Bill Southworth now up to 6th position in car 76. 2 laps to go. Eric Sarton on the outside of Tom Hall for spot number 3. He's come all the way from 9th. Gets a white flag. A battle back there for 3rd spot between Sarton in 24 and Hall in 23. Your winner will be Larry Young. Second in car 20. Tim Davis. After that, I'm going to have to wait for official scoring. It would appear Tom Hall in 23 finished 3rd. 4th spot was Eric Sarton. In 5th position, car 17, Wally Kosicki. And I believe the last transfer car was Bill Southworth. And again, your winner, Larry Young. 4:01. Fourth quick time here this evening in the Mopar. It's Jerry Buck, the Avenger bodied car, alongside in car 17. It's second with third quick time this evening, Dave Ritchie Jr. Second fast qualifier tonight. Starts inside of row number 2. That is Jimmy Kidd. And on the tail, with quick time again tonight, car number 5, Bob Gruball. 4 cars, 4 laps, your Fast 4 Trophy Dash for the Limited Sportsman competitors. That's Jerry Buck with a slight advantage down the back straightaway. Dave Ritchie Jr. trying to use that outside groove here tonight to his advantage. Fourth turn, he'll fall down into second position. Back to third, that's Jimmy Kidd. 1 lap, a lap and a half now in the record books. Buck with that Dodge Avenger out front. Jerry Buck now draws away. We'll give him 2 car lengths down into turn number 3. The white flag will wave this time. Jim Paul. Dave Ritchie posted back there in the second spot. Jimmy Kidd tried to look into that outside groove, but he can't make the pass off the fourth turn with his second Trophy Dash win this season, Jerry Buck. Your second place finisher, Dave Ritchie Jr. Third goes to Jimmy Kidd. And coming home in fourth, tonight's fast qualifier, Bob Gruball. So again, with his second Trophy Dash triumph of the 1996 racing season, Jerry Buck, the Buck Racing Repair Dodge Avenger, also sponsored by Direct Painting, WLW Racing, and Humphreys Engine Services. The NASCAR Winston Racing Series Limited Sportsman Division. Don't forget, next Saturday night, the final NASCAR event of 1996, the Fall Speed Fest. Next Saturday night, the Fall Speed Fest here at Columbus Motor Speedway. 75 laps of late model action. You'll probably see quite a few. We have changed the tire rule for the late models. They'll be running on the same tire that the main event will run on in a couple of weeks. So you'll probably see some folks from out of town here next Saturday to try to get tuned in to the Third Mile Oval. Again, the main event, the Fall Speed Fest next Saturday night. 75 laps of late model competition plus Limited Sportsman Street Stock in the ARCA Pro 4s. Here's the lineup for tonight's first Street Limited Sportsman heat race. We got Jim Newman in 64 and 92. Beside him, Chris Dodds, Roger Scott in 71, and Bubby Scott in 7. John Matthews in 23, and Jimmy McCulley in 27. Also in this event, 76, Buddy Townsend in car number 2, Don Gregory Jr. Jim Newman leads him down into turn number 1 and down the backstretch now. That's Chris Dodge in car 92. In a hurry in car 23, John Matthews. Matthews looks to the inside of Chris Dodge. Matthews started back in 6th spot, I believe. Now he's up to 2nd. Newman, your leader. Chris Dodge 3rd. Roger Scott 4th. Jim Newman with 2 heat race victories so far this season. He's getting some heavy heat from John Matthews. Matthews, one of the winningest drivers in heat race action this season. He's got 6 victories in the heat race. Torrid battle for the lead. Jim Newman, John Matthews. Matthews pulls alongside off of turn number 4. They're halfway this time. 4 laps down, 4 to go. Matthews slips back now. Newman still controls this 8-lap event. Jim Newman out front. He's a rookie driver in the two previous heat race triumphs, and now we got Chris Dodds. A spin. Oh, and we got Jimmy McCulley, and looks to be Roger Scott also involved down there. That caution created when Chris Dodds looped that car entering turn number 1. I think third in the event, Bubby Scott. Fourth is Buddy Townsend, and fifth, Don Gregory Jr. 2 laps remain. Newman keeping Matthews at bay for the time being. They'll be looking at the white flag this time. Newman slipped a little bit off the fourth turn. Matthews with a hello, how do you do, down into turn number 1. Now, about a car length. 2 car lengths on the backstretch for Newman. Rounding for his third heat race win this season is Newman. John Matthews, second, third goes to Bubby Scott. Buddy Townsend is fourth, and Chris Dodds rounds out the top 5 here in the first limited sportsman heat events. The winner, Jim Newman, car number 64. Competitor. Starting hoist in car number 30, we find Bill Hundley. Flanking him in 86, that is Mike Holland. Tom Idle and Randy Sward comprise row number 2. They're followed in order by 91, Sean Gray. Number 10, Steve Scott, and out back 20, Mike Brown. They've got 8 laps ahead of them. They make up the second limited sportsman heat race. Holland about a half car length over Huntley as they traverse the backstretch. Randy Sward pulling double duty tonight in a late model and a sportsman runs here. Holland now ahead by giving him a car length down the backstretch. Up to second, and with a bullet is Randy Sward. Sward started fourth and is challenging Mike Holland for that top spot. Down the backstretch of lap number 3 they go. Now up to third spot from Sunbury, Ohio, that's Steve Scott. Holland, your leader. They'll get the halfway signal this time. 4 laps complete, 4 remain. Sward now wheel to wheel with Mike Holland. They'll race through 3 and 4. 5 laps down this time. That second group proving to be very competitive here tonight. Some excellent side-by-side racing. And Randy Sward now out front in car 08. Just in the nick of time. He'll get the white flag this time, fast start finish. Now Mike Holland trying to defend the runner-up position. Steve Scott putting the pressure on for that position. With his second heat race victory this season, Randy Sward. Mike Holland second, third, Steve Scott. Bill Hundley is fourth and fifth position, recorded by none other than Tom Idle. again, the winner, car number 08. He's driving a Sportsman and a late model this evening. Randy Sward, the car owned by Steve Nachovsky. Sponsors include Central Ohio. Okay, here we go. Starting first, your fourth fast qualifier tonight from New Albany, Ohio, the veteran Skip Thornton. Alongside another veteran, this guy, a entrepreneur here in Central Ohio, owns Cantley's Racing Parts. He's got third fast time tonight. The car also sponsored by Edwards Motors and Terry's in. It's Bill Cantley. Inside of row number 2. Second quick time tonight. He'll probably, we'll be checking with him in a little bit to see if he'll go after the Budget Car Sales Challenge. Most likely we'll go after that this evening. The Budget Car Sales Groveport Service Center entry of Donnie Zero Hill. And with his first fast qualifying effort of 1996, starting fourth, the Sands Equipment Rental Architect Glass entry, it's Robbie Dean. 4 cars, your fastest 4 late model qualifiers, 4 laps. Cantley gets a jump down into turn number 1, but now Thornton races back. They touch in 2. Everybody comes out of it in the north-south direction, and we're racing. A tight battle up front. Thornton sideways again, and now Cantley spins in turn number 2. Again, the opinion of the officials was that Skip Thornton, that car got out from under him just a little bit, slid up into Cantley's car and caused Cantley to spin out. So both those cars on the backstretch, traffic light goes out, they pick up the pace. We're back underway. 3 laps. Donnie Zero Hill with a feature winner last Saturday night. He's the winningest late model driver here in 1996. 5 feature wins so far. About 3 car lengths back now, maybe 4, is Robbie Dean. Cantley posted in the 3rd spot. White flag this time. Although Zero has 5 feature wins, only 1 previous Trophy Dash triumph. Looking for number 2, and it will be Donnie Zero Hill. Robbie Dean, Bill Cantley, and Skip Thornton complete your 4-car field in tonight's Trophy Dash event for the NASCAR late models. By the way, the inversion draw just a little bit ago by fast qualifier Robbie Dean, a blind draw, he drew out a number 8. That means there will be 8 cars inverted in the feature event. Robbie Dean will start 8th in the 8th fast qualifier, starting on the pole. Appearance of 1996 in car number 2. He starts first, alongside in 90 from Columbus, Ohio. We've got Ron Priebus. The second row finds Jerry Mitchell, a feature winner here earlier this year, and beside him, car number 9, Danny Eves. Car number 3 consists of car 29, Kevin Miller, and car 45, John Strobel. And up next, we've got number 8, Randy Sward, and 84, Outback Ryan Hall. Second now, Danny Eves up to 3rd. They'll complete lap number 2 this time, past start finish, still Ron Priebus. Jerry Mitchell makes his way around Bill Straley now. Mitchell runs 3rd, make that 4th. trying to sneak underneath. Danny now trying to make some ground on Priebus. Halfway this time. And Priebus sideways. He spins off of turn number 2. Fourth, Kevin Miller, and fifth, Ron Priebus. Again, the call was that Strobel and Priebus got together, bringing out the 5 laps are complete. Now drawing away from Mitchell. Randy Sward holds down third spot. Kevin Miller now runs fourth. John Strobel now off the pace in car 45. White flag this time for Danny Eves. With his fourth heat race victory in 1996, Gary Mitchell second, third to Randy Ford, fourth goes to Kevin Miller, and rounding out your top 5, Ron Priebus in car 90. That will do it for heat race number 1 in the late model division, the NASCAR Winston Racing Series late model division. Second row, car 17, Jerry Jones, and car number 47, Larry Harris. Up next, in car 4, that is Fred Reichert, and alongside of him, car 81, Don Wetnall. And we've got car number 1, Terry Humphrey, 16, Mike Simpson, and on the tail, car 92, Donnie Renner. We got Jerry Jones not picking up the pace. Get him. It is back on. Again, 12 start. When we have a ragged start, at the flagman's discretion, we to Donnie Renner. 10 laps. Gary Carter out front, down the back straightaway. Battle for second. Rages between Jerry Jones and Gary Renner holding his own in an outside lane. He and Wetnall go at it for third position. Gary Carter still your leader. An excellent battle back there. Now Wetnall gets a little better of Renner. Wetnall's moving up into third spot. And Gary Renner spins down the front stretch. Caution on the Speedway. This time by Gary Carter may get a little bit better of Jerry Jones. Wetnall in 81 runs second. Jones in fourth spot is Larry Harris. Fifth now Fred Reichert. Gary Carter looking for his first heat race victory of 1996. A white flag this time. Jerry Jones and Don Wetnall, a good battle for a second spot. And your winner will be Gary Carter, second. Jerry Jones, Don Wetnall, fourth Larry Harris, and Fred Reichert comes home in the fifth spot. So again, the first win of any kind, actually, for Gary Carter this season. He has one runner-up finish in feature action that earlier in the year here, but this his first heat race victory this season. Gary Carter. Entry. It's Carl Katz. Katz in 46. Alongside of him, car number 93, the Reynolds Branch Cole Camaro. He is your 1996 Street Stock Track Champion, Jamie Hunt, in car 93. Second row consists of 26. Second fast time here this evening. The KP cars, direct painting entry of Scott Stevens, sorry about that. And on the tail in car 51, fast qualifying time tonight, Lonnie Spires in car 51. 4 laps the distance for tonight's Trophy Dash. Again, a false start. Apparently Jamie Hunt not ready to go, or got going not quite as fast as Carl Katz over there anyway. And apparently it was not a false start, so I misspoke. Again, that is up to the discretion of the flagman. So we are racing. Katz out in front. Scott Stevens trying to make his way around Carl Katz. Carl Katz leads down the backstretch. Lonnie Spires and Scott Stevens battle for the second spot. And your winner, Carl Katz. Second, too close for me to call. I believe it was Lonnie Spires second, Scott Stevens third, and fourth, Jamie Hunt. Again, Carl Katz in car 46. That, by the way, the third Trophy Dash triumph of 1996. And now the gaggle of cars that will make up the first street stock heat event here this evening. A beautiful evening for racing here in suburban Obetz. Leonard Jarvis. Raring to go in that first position here for this event. Alongside of him is Gary Fullen. The second row we find John Morgan in 07 and 66 John Kirk. In row 3, that's J.R. Groves in car number 2 and 97 Mark Life. Then we've got 10 Don Anderson, the driver's name, I believe, unless there was a driver change there. I think it's Don Anderson qualified that car. And then Dave Dysinger in 27. Gary Pullen off to that quick start in car 63. Running second, but about to be moved to third and then fourth. Lightning Leonard up to second spot now is John Morgan. J.R. Groves holds down the third position, but it's Gary Fullen out front. Closing in on your leader, John Morgan, or is John Morgan rather. He'll look to the inside of Gary Fullen down the back straightaway. Fullen now slips high in the fourth turn. Halfway through this event. Traffic for John Morgan. That's Don Anderson. They'll work to the outside of car 10 off of turn 4. J.R. Groves still runs third. Actually, J.R. Groves runs second. Gary Fullen third. White flag, this time for John Morgan. And your winner, car Hot 7, John Morgan. Second goes to J.R. Groves, third Gary Fullen, fourth is Lightning Leonard, and fifth Mark Light. So John Morgan walks away with his fourth heat race win of 1996. Sponsors on Morgan's 1 hour photo: Thomas Door Controls, JVM Enterprises, and Top Value Muffler. Street stock heat race. Mark Matthews in car number 90 starts first alongside Dave McConaughey in number 98. 47, Randy Tharp inside row number 2, and then Rick Kirk beside him in 14. In row number 3, we find car 83, Bobby Stacy, 29, Mark Freibot, and we've got 88. Now that would be Bruce Holmes, 34, Gary Lamer, and on the tail in car number 6, Bill Wellman. 8 laps ahead for the drivers in this, the second street stock heat race. By the way, we Winner stand 34, that's a driver change. Joe DiBiagio in car 34. That's Mark Matthews. Randy Tharp is second. Third, a tight battle between Bobby Stacy and McConaughey. Now we've got a change for the lead. Randy Tharp pulls ahead off of turn number 4. Tharp out front, Bobby Stacy positioned in second. They'll be halfway this time, 4 laps, they're down. 47 out front, 83 a second. Now, Mark Matthews slips up high in the second turn. Bruce Holmes takes over the third position. Bobby Stacy swapping a little chrome down there with Randy Tharp in the fourth turn. Now 5 laps complete. Rick Curtin is positioned in 4th spot. McConaughey currently 5th, but now Bill Wellman looks to the outside of car 98 for 5th spot. Tharp with now about a car length down the backstretch over Bobby Stacy. He'll get the white flag this time. Randy Tharp with 1 Trophy Dash victory this season. He, however, is winless in heat race action. He'll have to fend off Bobby Stacy to do it, and he does so. Randy Tharp, your winner. Stacy is second. Bruce Holmes third. Fourth is car number 6, Bill Wellman, and in 5th spot, car 14, Rick Curtin. Again, the winner, Randy Tharp, his first heat race win this season. Car number 47. Tharp, the owner on this 79 Camaro. Sponsors include Barry's Fabrication and Welding, starting first in car 77, Don Townsend Jr., alongside in number 3, Kevin Lococo. Inside of row number 2, car 18, that's Bo Davis. Outside of him in 24 will start Rob Martin. Car 49 is next, that's Bobby Adkins. In car number 9, Don Holland. Then we've got car 4, Phil Gussler. 22 is Bubba Parsons, and 70, Don Heavy Hill. To go for the third street stock heat event. Don Townsend Jr. out front in car 77, that's Bo Davis. Holding down the second position, Rob Martin currently third. Now 2 laps in the record books. Townsend out front. something with Bo Davis, but now Davis pulls away down the front stretch. Martin left to contend with Bobby Atkins for third spot. Townsend having it his way in car 77, just past the halfway point. Car 70 is Pete Reichert. Pete Reichert in 70, not Heavy Hill. Your leader, that's Don Townsend Jr., we're sure of that. And he will win easily. Second place will go to Bo Davis. Third spot, Rob Martin. Fourth, Bobby Atkins. And Don Holland comes home fifth. Still the Legends cars, B Main, the last chance race for the Legends cars, coming out next. And before intermission, we'll be running again the Legends car B Main. Sure, 7 alongside Don Black in 00, 65 Harvey Simon. In car number 1, inside row 3, Vic DiGeronimo. 92's Ryan Chrysler. 70 Z1, Matt Zahler. Steve Dorsham in ZR1. 5 is Pete Alexander. 63, Jack Young. 39, Frank Williams. 61, Chuck Denny. And we've got 10 laps. I'm sorry? I just did. 10 laps to go. Now 9 laps to go. The top 6 cars move into the feature. Out front, that's Jim Fisher in 7. Second is 00. Don Black is second in 00. Third place, car 1. That's Vic DiGeronimo. In fourth position, looks to be car number 2, Dave Walker. And currently fifth is Ryan Chrysler in 92. Now Ryan Chrysler moves around number 2. Out front, that's Jim Fisher in car number 7. Again, the top 6 drivers move into the feature. A good battle back there for that transfer spot. Moving through into 6th spot. I can't see the number from here, but it's the black car with the blue numbers. Running 6th now is car ZR1, Steve Dorsham. Dorsham in ZR1 now runs 6th. He's your last transfer car. He looks to the inside of Dave Walker on the backstretch. Your leader is still Jim Fisher. Jim Fisher in car 7. Car number 0, Don Black is second. Vic DiGeronimo runs 3rd. 4th now is Ryan Chrysler. Steve Dorsham is 5th. And back up to 6th spot, Pete Alexander. Lap traffic for the leaders. Jim Fisher works around the lap car. Down the backstretch they go. Don Black battles now for 2nd spot. White flag this time. Your final transfer car is ZR1, the black car. He runs 6th. Ryan Chrysler is 5th. Your leader against Jim Fisher. He's coming through turns 3 and 4. Geronimo. Fourth spot will be Ryan Chrysler. And fifth, Steve Dorsum in CR1. So again, your winner, car number 7, Jim Fisher. Fitted your final transfer car in car number 5, Pete Alexander. So again, the winner, starting second and coming home with a victory, Jim Fisher. And now the starting order for the Legends Cars feature event. It's Tim Davis in car number 20, and alongside in 6, Fred Davis. Larry Young in 32 starts inside of row 2. Alongside of him, 105, Gary Rager. Kenny Martin in 42 starts inside row 3. Alongside of him, Mike Stacy in car 16. Marvin Goins is in 27, and Dave Christopher in car number 4. Tom Hall in car 23, and in 98, that's Rick Riffle. Number 3, Odell Sarton. 24 is Eric Sarton. 83, Tim Williams. 73, Mike Denny. 17, Wally Kosicki. 11, Jason Conrad. 77 is Dane Carter. 76, Bill Southworth. Jim Fisher in car number 7. 00, Don Black. Vic DiGeronimo in 1D. And 92, Ryan Chrysler. ZR1 is Steve Dorsum. And 5, Pete Alexander. 25 laps for the Legends Cars feature events. 25 racing laps. Car number 6, your leader, that's Fred Davis. Tim Davis in 20 runs second. One lap complete. Jostling back there. Looks like Tom Hall in 23. One of the cars involved. Can't tell the other car. I believe the other car may be Kenny Martin. In car 40, no, that's not, oh, okay. 25 laps to go. That's Fred Davis, the leader in car number 6. Second is Kenny Martin. Larry Young and Tim Davis going at it for third. Young takes over third spot. Gary Rager into the infield. Your leader is Fred Davis. Kenny Martin second, Larry Young third. Up to 4th spot. 3 laps now down. over there off of turn number 2. Again, it looked as though Steve Dorsum in ZR1 spun. Don Black unable to avoid that spun car. So tough break once again for Don Black, the local entrepreneur, owner of TBS Motorsports, getting hauled off the racetrack on the wrecker. Second in the race is Kenny Martin, third Mike Stacy, fourth Larry Young, fifth Tim Davis, in sixth spot, car 27, that is Marvin Goins. Mike Stacy runs third. Larry Young runs fourth in car 32. Fifth is Tim Davis in car 20. Event, 13 laps down, this time pass. Eric Sargent trying to make his way around Tim Davis. Sixth spot in the balance. Looking to the outside of Kenny Martin, but he can't make the pass. Marvin Goins is off the pace in car 27. Now he trying to pull back on the Speedway. Your leader is Fred Davis down the backstretch in car 6. Kenny Martin in 42 runs second. Third is Mike Stacy. Fourth, Larry Young. Now up to fifth is Eric Sargent. Car 24 runs fifth. Here comes your leader, Fred Davis, completing lap number 19. Yellow flag, caution on the Speedway. Car 16, fourth spot, currently held by Larry Young. Fifth is Eric Sargent. Sixth spot, Tim Davis in car 20. Seventh is car 98, Rick Ripple. starts. A tight battle for the runner-up spot. Brett Davis way out front. Wide flag this time. Eric Sarton slips past Mike Stacy for third. Now Eric Sarton will go after Fred to make that Kenny Martin. The battle for second. Your winner will be Fred Davis. Second, Kenny Martin. Third, Eric Sarton. Fourth, Mike Stacy. And fifth, Larry Young. Davis, the winner, in car number 6. Fred from Norton, Ohio. We'll go down to Bob Neubauer with this report. Go ahead, Bob.
Well, Jeff, something I don't get to say often, but Fred opened the door and climbed out. Fred, you're perspiring a little.
A little bit. I'll tell you what, it's always a pleasure to race down here at Columbus Motor Speedway. These guys really treat us nice down here, and it's really great to see the whole crowd out here. I sure wish Kenny would have got up there and made it a little more exciting, but I felt pretty comfortable with the car on him, and I just kind of having fun, but it's not hardly hollow victory kind of thing. I would, too, like to dedicate this race to my father. We just lost him last week. He was my crew chief last year, and I sure miss him, so this one's for Iron Mike.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, an emotional victory, and definitely one well earned. How about a big round of applause once again for Fred Davis, winner in our Legends division.
In row number 1, Mike Holland. The second row, car 35, that is Tom Idle, and 08, Randy Sword. Starting 5th in car 91, that is Sean Gray, and outside of him from Sunbury, Steve Scott. The Mopar is next. It's the Dodge Avenger of Jerry Buck, and beside him in the Ford Thunderbird is Dave Ritchie Jr. Car 25 is next, that's Jimmy Kidd. In car number 5, your fast qualifier this evening, Bob Bruball. Car number 30 is next, Bill Hundley. And in number 2, Don Gregory Jr. Then comes John Matthews in car 23. Number 27, Jimmy McCulley. 71, Roger Scott. In 92, Chris Dodd. 64 is Jim Newman. And 76, Buddy Townsend. Transmission, Donato's Pizza, night at the races. Bubby Scott is off the pace in car number 7, now picking it up again on the backstretch. Leader is Mike Tom Idle following Brown through. He and Mike Holland dicing it out for the runner-up spot. Now Holland back up to challenge for the lead. 2 laps are down this time. Mike Holland and Tom Idle trying to settle it for second position. inside of Tom Idle for the runner-up spot. Mike Brown still out front. Now Brown having to deal with Randy Sword for the top position. Idle runs third. Up to fourth spot is Steve Scott in car number 10. The door-to-door battle off of turn number 2. Randy Sword. Sword now with a slight advantage down the backstretch. He now leads this 30-lap event. They'll complete lap number 10 this time past start finish. About 5 car lengths down through 3 and 4. Mike Brown second. Idle is third. Steve Scott fourth. Dave Ritchie Jr. fifth. Moves inside of Steve Scott, takes over fourth position. Jerry Buck trying to take over fifth spot. And we got a spin off of turn 4. Spin E, rather, whatever. Here we go, we're ready. 13 laps are down. Dave Ritchie Jr., a strong run for that guy. He is running for fourth and goes after Tom Idle in turn number 3. Ritchie up to third spot in car 17. 10 laps to go. Note that halfway this time. 15 are down, 15 to go. Got a heated battle for second. Dave Ritchie up high in the fourth turn. Started 7th. He's now challenged over there in the fourth turn. Is Jerry Buck. Don Gregory Jr. started in the 14th spot. And if he can hang on to that, he will equal his best feature finish of the season. 9 laps remain. Goes after Mike looks like he wants to make a move on Jerry Buck. 5 laps to go. Third feature win this season. By Don Gregory Jr. Fourth position is Tom Idle. Fifth, Bob Gruball. The white flag this time. Now about a half car length through turns 3 and 4. The battle back there for 4th spot. Your winner will be second to Dave Ritchie. Don Gregory Jr. is fourth. Tom Idle. And in 5th spot, Bob Gruball. So again, Randy Sword, his first feature win since July 13th here at the 3rd Mile Suburban Obetz Oval. He holds on over Dave Ritchie Jr. Ritchie with his best finish of 1996, coming home in 2nd spot. Don Gregory Jr. comes home 3rd. By the way, Gregory, by virtue of his runs tonight, clinches the 1996 track championship. Tom Idle, a good run. He comes home in 3rd position. And in 4th spot, Guido's Graphics, Haydocy Pontiac, Cantley's Racing Parts, Blasio's International Auto Service, and Central Ohio Engines. We're going to go down trackside with Bob Neubauer. We'll get Bob to bring Randy around in front of the car, and we'll be ready to go.
Hey, tell you what, got another happy guy as he hits me with the flag here, but Randy, another rough race, but you got another one to go, don't you?
Yeah, I sure do. I'm going to try to do this late model thing here. It's going to be a long night. This is a good race car tonight, though. This is a good race out there.
Well, listen, we will let you go. I know you got another ride to get to. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause? The Big Purple Machine did it again. Randy Sword.
Top 10 rundown from that event.
I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that not only does Pennstroke Productions videotape here at Columbus Motor Speedway, but at Winchester Speedway, Winchester, Indiana, and Killcare Raceway in Xenia, Ohio, with Midwest's finest video racing series, Pennstroke Productions. Pennstroke Productions is also proud of its relationship with Terry's Inn and Pizzeria. After watching the races here at Columbus Motor Speedway, go down to Terry's Inn, order up your favorite cold beverage and a pizza, and sit back and relax and watch all the exciting racing action. From the Pennstroke Productions video in Columbus Motor Speedway. In a moment, the 35-lap late model feature.
In car number 81 out of Millersport, Ohio, the Segles Automotive Paint entry, it's Don Wetnall. Alongside the Humphreys Engine Services Camaro, the driver starting outside of row number 1, Terry Humphrey. Inside of row number 2, starting in the 3rd position, the Larry Simpson Trucking Racer. The driver is Mike Simpson, flanking Simpson in car 92. Your new 1996 track champion, Donnie Renner in car 92. In the 3rd row, car 86 out of New Albany, Ohio, it's Skip Thornton. And alongside in the Edwards Motors entry, car 26, Bill Cantley. Row number 4 is next, car 94 starts inside of that row. That's Robbie Dean in the Sam's Equipment Rental Architect Glass Racer. And alongside the budget car sales champion tonight, he'll be going after the $4,000 in bonus money, Donnie Zero Hill. The next row, inside the StarCraft Imperial Van NBC4 racer of Fred Reichert. Outside of him in 47, Larry Harris, the Harris Body Shop entry. Jerry Jones starts inside of the next row in car 17, the Floral Expressions racer, and alongside Jake's High Performance sponsored car 28 of Gary Brenner. Car number 3 is next, that is Gary Carter, and alongside your feature winner from a moment ago, Randy Sporting, car number 8. The 29 of Kevin Miller is next, and alongside of him is car number 9, that's Danny Eves. Then we've got 6, Jerry Mitchell, 90, Ron Priebus. Car 84 is Brian Hall and Bill Straley in car number 2. Back of the backstretch, into the backstretch, it is extinguished. The drivers begin to pick up the pace. 35 laps. Humphrey and Wetnall, the 84 and 85 track champions, go at it. Donnie Renner, the 96 track champion, and 92 Titleist runs 3rd. Bill Cantley is 4th. Speedway in car number 2. Turn 4. We need is 7. 7 laps are down in this 35 lap of race. Those cars very evenly matched. Donnie Renner still third. Cantley is fourth. Everybody stand in line. 13 Robbie D looking to the outside of Mike Simpson back there for a 6th spot. One of the drivers involved. Looking down that way into turn number 1, we see Larry Harris involved. I believe that's Gary Carter's car number 3. In addition to that, it looks as though car 17. Hey guys. Still Terry Humphrey, Don Wetnall, Donnie Renner, Bill Cantley, and Zero Hill, your top 5. 15 laps are down, 20 remain. time past the start-finish line. Got caught up there with a lap car, or he very well could have made that pass for the lead. Very. We'll check in now with Bob Neubauer in the pitter, or on the front stretch. Go ahead, Bob.
Well, Terry getting the vent hose off to the helmet, and as he does that, gets the chin strap off and gets ready to come on out of this thing. And tell you what, 6 cars hooked up in a freight train tonight, all rolling hard. But here's a man who had the horsepower to stay out in front. Your feature winner, Terry Humphrey. Terry, they were behind you. Everybody was strong, but everybody was running the same speed and nobody could go anywhere.
Yeah, the guys got the car hooked up good. I just want to thank the Lord. He makes all this possible, and I want to thank all the fans.
Well, he did it a couple weeks ago, comes back to do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for your feature winner, Terry Humphrey.
Champion. They'll all be honored at the Gala Awards banquet at the Berwick Party House. I believe that will be I know it will be the first Saturday in January. Tickets will be on sale within the next couple of weeks. Mark Blythe starts first alongside Mark Matthews in car 90. By the way, they're led around there by the Goodale Transmission pace truck. The second row, Dave McConaughey in 9847 is Randy Tharp. Then we've got Rick Curtin in 14 and car 83, Bobby Stacy. In a fourth row, Fraybot in 2988 is Bruce Holmes. Up next is 34, Gary Lamer, 77, Don Townsend Jr. In car number 3, that's Kevin Lococo, and 18, Bo Davis. 70 is Don Heavy Hill. 24, Rob Martin. 22 is Bubba Parsons. Car number 9, Don Holland. And we've got Dave Deisinger and Bill Gutzler, Carl Katz and Jamie Hunt, Scott Stevens, Lonnie Spires, Bobby Adkins, and Bill Wellman. The Goodale Transmission pace truck off the track on the backstretch. We're ready to do battle. The leader through turns 3 and 4 of lap number 1. Mark Matthews in second spot. Randy Tharp currently third. Complete in this 25-lapper. Bobby Stacy sneaks up into that 4th position. Dave McConaughey relegated to 5th spot. Now Stacy commandeers the 3rd position from Matthews. Very tight one up the 4th turn. Keeps it going now. Mark Light checking out in 97. Still second. Bobby Stacy third. Up to 4th position is Rick Hurt. Rick Hurt's 4th in car 14 now. Now 7 laps down. Still Mark Light, Randy Tharp, Bobby Stacy, Rick Hurt, now up to 5th spot, Don Townsend Jr. Bill Gutzler started 18th in this race. He is now up to challenge for, what's the 6th position. Bill Gutzler is 7th now. Rick Hurt moves around Bobby Stacy. He is up into the 3rd spot. Hurt in car 14 from Cincinnati. They'll be halfway this time. Halfway, 13 laps are down. Rick Hurt up to 2nd spot, or is he? Between Hurt in 14 and Randy Tharp in 37. Tharp now reassumes 2nd spot. This time. And Gary Lamer very high up in 3rd. Number 2. He's slowed down the backstretch, car 34. number 2 tonight. With the career first feature win, Randy Tharp. Second, Bobby Safety. Third, Don Townsend Jr. And fourth, I believe, went to Scott Stevens. And fifth was Rob Martin. Green to checkered, and his first career, I believe, feature win, Randy Tharp. I probably better check that before I make that kind of a statement. The front stretch. Go ahead, Bob.
Well, Randy coming out of the car, and there he is. I'll tell you what, a big pack behind you, one guy out in front of you, and did you think that there was any chance of winning this thing?
I was looking for him to come around me on the last 5, but I didn't see anybody, so we went for it.
Hey, way to go. How many victories this year?
First feature.
So the object is not to do it this late in the year, okay?
Yeah, right.
Hey, they've been going hard all year long. They get their first win tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause, Randy Tharp? Hey, yeah, sure. Hang on a second, Jeff.
Yeah, I'd really like to thank my pit crew. They've been waiting on this for about 3 years. And all my sponsors, especially Buck Racing. Lonnie, he helped us out. One of his teammates helped us out in the pits. I really appreciate it.
Hey, it takes a lot to win in any division, and these guys did it tonight. Jeff, back up to you.
All right, that.